leave the right tags on. Hold on. Hold on. Edit your stream title and description. World of Warcraft. Spoilers, good. There's definitely gonna be spoilers. Man, yes, I'm that too. New Zealand, yep. Backseating allowed. Chatty. Awesome, awesome. So let me put a little Kiwi in the chat. There we go. Let's get some of this World of Warcraft music going in our heads. So I already have an evoker, but I want to make a new one just for people coming to the stream. That sounds very loud. What's the balance like? I need someone to show up so I can get a balance check. We'll leave it for now because I can just change my sound on my headset. So we're gonna go and look through all the customization details. I think they're exactly the same. Yeah, they're exactly the same for both factions. Evoker is no different there. Can I class trial the Evoker? Why? So, oh cool, I can drag it on the screen too. That's good, that's good, that's good. Let's go KE test. Dracon fella. There we go. So let's first, apparently there's a lot of options. I never really went through them when I made the last one because all I did was just get one made so I could play one round with the talents. And silly me, the first thing I did when I got on here, because I love Prot Warrior, I was just like, maybe I can get an advanced preview of the talent trees, right? So I like jumped in, I chucked some warrior together, right? I went into the game, opened the talent tree, and it's just the old talent tree. It's just the old talent tree. Can't trick Blizzard. They haven't implemented it, so there was nothing there. So that warrior got deleted instantly. So let's have a look here at the skin colors. Can we zoom out here? I don't think we want to be zoomed in for skin color. Right, orange. Oh, that black drake looks pretty sick. What about on the back? How does it just change kind of like the ribbing on the wings? Oh, no, it changes everything. That's pretty dope. Now, if I do end up playing a Drake there, an Evoker, I've played around a little bit with the DPS spec. I don't like it so much yet. I could see where it could be very good in AoE. It seems like it has a lot of decent AoE stuff. The single target is kind of hard to test. I'll show you why when we log in. We'll go to a training dummy and I'll kind of show you the build that I was trying for single target. But they have this weird disconnect. So your DPS spells are all red or blue spells, and blue seems to encompass. Let me start again. You have like different ways of using your spells. So some of the empower ones, which is the gimmicky hold down the button, charge up the levels, and poof. Some are cost essence, which are like basically like runes for Death Knights that sit under your portrait. And others, I think, are mana, but basically free, right? Like any other caster class, you just mash the button and you never really run out of mana. Red spells seem to be mostly AoE spells. In fact, basically entirely. But the base spell, the one you use as like your filler, is single target, and it's really hefty single target, like big single target. And in the blue spells, and your spender of essence for red is AoE. On the blue side, the spender for essence is single target channel, and the other things are like basically single target, but you can empower them to make them AoE. It's very bizarre. It's very, very bizarre. I do not like it. The healing tree I haven't gone into, but some friends have told me that it's much better. So anyway, let's say, oh, you can be a black dragon? You can be a white dragon? Or a cream dragon? Dragon de la creme. Oh, let's have a look. I'm not. I didn't. As I said, I didn't really go through and check. Oh, that is a very bright, excuse me, purple dragon. And you'll notice if you look carefully down here, when I change things on the dragon, unlike with Worgen, my human form is not changing at all. It's just set, which I quite like. So I kind of like this. The black one I think is too black. Hello, Tech 1982. How's it going, dude? So we're going to just go through all of these because I haven't had a look at all of these when I made my evoker the other day. Oh, this is accent colors? Wait, what is accent colors? Is this the wing? Yeah, this is like the undersides, the like fleshy bits in the wings on the spikies here and down the front. So let's figure out what this color is going to be first. Ooh, that's pretty dope. I like that. A lot of colors. I would have thought that'd be mostly like dark colors or like not bright colors, right? Like greens and blues seem a bit strange, but I quite like this one. And then we can change how strong this. Oh, we could just be one color. Chocolate. Nothing else. Whoa, that's very, very strong. I actually kind of like that. You know what, we'll just go medium. Just go middle of the road, boring. Alright, let's have a look at the faces. How many are there? Only 3, okay. They don't really change that much. Of course we're going to get the angriest looking one. There are different snouts. There are so many different snouts. Oh, this one has a little goatee? That's what I'm interested in. Oh, but this one has a little horn. Barber. Shimada. Okay, okay. These are all kind of the same, if I'm being honest. Let's turn them sideways and check this out. So there's a more difference in like the extension of the snout, like the protrusion, than seeing it front on, which is fair, I guess, but a little lame because how often do you ever see a character side on? This isn't like FF14 where we have cutscenes with our character in, and you can kind of see a 360 view. I like this ancient one, so we're gonna stick with that. Horns, none. Oh, that looks so weird. I look like. Yeah, me too, Tech. I look like now, like just zoomed in here. If you ignore the wings, I look like a frickin'. No, I can't remember them. Was it Elder Scrolls, the lizard people? Argonian. If I was a chick, I could be the lusty Argonian maid. Sorry, just gonna have my vitamin C. I'm recovering from a cold this week, so let's have a look. I'm not sure. Ah, here's the color. I was like, why are they green? Let's change them to something that's probably going to match, and then we'll kind of figure out the color as we go. So let's have a look. I think horns are going to be pretty cool. There's 20 options. Swept. Not bad. So you're talking about these actual ornaments on the horns though, right, Tech? Yeah, it looks so wrong without the horns, right? It looks extremely weird. But these... Oh, look, let's turn off the... There we go. We'll turn off the jewelry first and go through the horns, right? And then we can kind of see if we want jewelry on the horns. That's a good point. Because the horns by themselves look way better, right? They look so much cooler without the jewelry. Well, my opinion, right? Sleek. Ooh. That's like night elf ears on my head. Coiled. Could be a sheep dragon. Yep, yep. Ridged. Sickle. That's pretty dope. Look like Diablo. Those are Diablo horns from Diablo 2, aren't they? Pretty sure that's what he has on his head, isn't it? Hold on. Diablo from D2. There's a picture of him. Not quite. He's got them coming out the side of his head, and they point forwards. Okay. I wonder if we can get some forward-facing horns. That'd be pretty neat, actually. Let's, sorry, tab back in. I do like them, though. They remind me of something devilish, which is not a bad thing. What else have we got? Plated? Where's the plating? I guess they're talking about... Nah, not a fan. Thorns? It's just spiky, really. Curled? More demonic-y looking ones. I kind of like it. This is good. I like that. That looks pretty tight. I really want... I can see the last point down here is Scythe. I really want Scythe to be good. hook. Ooh. They're kind of like reverse streamlined, right? You know when you see like the tips of some aircraft wings and they're like... That's pretty cool. Bolt. Lightning bolts, get it. Subtle. You look like a middle-aged dragon here. Like I should be sitting behind a desk doing some accounting. Bring in your taxes, please. Low stag. Wait, is there something coming off the bottom of that one? Ooh, that's weird. High stag. It's not low or high, it's just longer. Broken. Yeah, that's pretty tight. I like asymmetrical things. Arched. Just super long. Grand. Jagged. Well, those aren't bad either. And then, hopefully, what is the best one? They're okay. Scythe is okay. I think I liked... I think I quite liked curved, actually. Quite a fan of this one. So if we change the color, do you think it's just going to change the tips? No, it changes the whole thing. It changes the entire horns. So we can make it match our skin colors, basically. Golden horns? You can actually see the horns actually protrude down through the skull. That looks intentional too, like not just a clipping error. Because it's not covering my eye and it would be otherwise. That's pretty neat. That's good attention to detail. Yeah, they're like ridges outside your eye. A good amount of options, really, realistically. I think it's pretty cool. Let's pick something gaudy. Where's our golden horns? Was this one? That's too golden. Just leave it on what it was. Okay. And this is the jewellery. Ugh. Look like a Klingon. Bands? This is like Alex Strazery, right? What if I put this on some massive... It's better on the bigger horns, right? Because they're more spaced out. If we put it on like if we put it on something really small, like subtle. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. Feels like too close together. Okay, anyway, we were on curved. What else we got? And this was the chains that it started on. You can't change the color of the jewelry at this point. Interesting. Alright, well let's just go with none. What's next over? Oh, we can change it. Okay, well let's put it on just so we can see what colors we can go. Maybe the color will make it better. I mean, this isn't bad. The silver with the blue gems. Ears. Let's have a look. No ears. Nub is this little hole here, like a real lizard, alright. Natural, notched, wing. Oh yeah, let's get all the clipping issues going. Long fin, short spikes, long spikes. So we could just add more horns. That's kind of cool. I like that. Okay, I'm a fan of that. Brow, clean. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, there's some pretty awesome customization options here, honestly. Oh, this is the part I was talking about here. Cheeks. I don't know about fins. They make me feel like a naga, which is kind of cool actually. If I make it all blue, I could be like a naga, right? And throat. Spines. Ugh. I like it. You could really make something that looks very naga-esque. Alright, let's have a look. Eyesight. I'm guessing it's just meaning the color. So you can actually individually change. No, I see. So this means, yes, you do. You can customize the human form fully as well. So you see at the top here, I can click on this one and then go there and customize it. So you can see here, right? What this means with eyesight is one's grayed out, right? So if I click left, it means that this one, it is changing color, like vaguely in the background, but that's it. Or you could just go neither, and then you still get to kind of pick the background color. I kind of like the white eyes, actually. Can we make it a bit crazier in the background? Sure. Eye style. Oh, we're gonna actually need to be able to see the eyes to see that, I guess? Yeah. Oh, look, we can have kitty eyes. Goat, cat. Just like glowy things. Face pattern. This is on top of our schnoz and our head. I like the one we already got. Face markings. Myth, oath, wrath. Can't really tell under all the adornment. Blind dragon. Just fly into it. You will see I do fly into a lot of things, so it may not be that far off. Okay. Oh my god, this is like pudgy middle-aged dragon. Look, he's like... yes. Can we turn off? Oh, torso spikes go across the shoulders there. I don't like that. I mean, I want to be the beefiest beefcake dragon, right? It's a pity you can't be like those big freaking ones, and it's really a pity because there's some models in the game that you'll see in the first area that actually do have those sweet beefy bodies, and they are very obviously Drakthir new models, not like old models. I guess the riggings just don't fit. Arm spikes? Where are these? Oh yeah, hell yeah. Body pattern. This is just across the shoulders and probably the back, right? Yeah, down the tail and stuff as well. Let's just look from the front first. Char, smoke. I quite like smoke. Smoke. Oh, we can, ooh! Change the colors quite drastically. Those dark, oh, that red looks pretty dope. Alright, and then I remember I don't want any jewelry. We just had it on to test. Okay, these are like the clothes, because your gear doesn't really change what you look like in dragon form. So just keep that in mind. Crown. Visor. Galea. Shako. Oh, hell yeah! Shako looks dope! Alright, alright. Shoulders. Epaulets? Spolders? Hell yeah! I look like a blood elf. I like it. Regal, Scaleborn, Traditional again. I'm actually picking all the bottom ones that I think are actually meant to match up. Do we want a breastplate? That Aegis looks pretty good. I might leave it though, just because it looks like we're just wrapped up. Upper arms, wings. Rera braces. What the fuck is a Rera brace? Bangles. Oh, we can only have bangles around the bottom, so I don't care about that. Wing jewelry. Here we go. Talons. You can be frickin' Kerrigan. This must be bottom half, right? Isn't this interesting though, right? Blizzard's character customizer has never been very good. And look at this, they've got so many options, they have to put clothing in two separate ones, which seems very odd to me. But okay, that's fine. What have we got for our waist? Oh yeah, definitely a sash. Breech cloth. To cover my dragon bits. Quite like this regal one actually. The pointy bit. Thighs. Let's just turn this off for now though, so we can actually see the other parts. Chains. Ornate. Sheath. Scaleborn. Tassets. It's definitely one of those last two I like here. But I think we'll go this one. But also bear in mind, this is basically you can change yourself right anywhere, like you can at a barber and stuff, I'm assuming. But this is basically what you're gonna look like. And we have to go talons. Look how cool that friggin' looks. Tail can have something on it? What? No, I might just speak of what your tail looks like. Flail! That's a heart? Someone at Blizzard smoking some crack. Spade. Here, put all the pointy bits on this guy. Oh, we can change the armor color too. That's pretty tight. Well, whoever's designed all these armors and stuff with the color coordination and that has done a really good job. Oh, even that looks great. Doesn't that look just very cool? We need to put on our regal breech cloth. Tail ridge. Fin, where is that? Is it like right up near our butt? Yeah, it is. I'm good with none. I quite like this one, but we didn't make a blue dragon, so this one's good too. These are all pretty neat colors, honestly. Let's just go with this one. I'll do for now. Okay, so now, yeah, we've gone through all of the dragon ones. Person form. So this is person form, right? As I said, I have made a Drakthir before, an Evoker, yesterday when I realized I had access to the alpha. But I didn't customize anything, right? I just wanted to get in and look at the talents. So that's why we're going through the customization now. Apologies, I know there's no gameplay at the moment, but we're just finishing up here with the person. And then we'll be able to go in and I'll show you the talent trees and what I've kind of been doing. No, they can't be other classes tech. So Drakthir can only be Evokers, and Evokers can only be Drakthir at this point. They've said there's no intention to change that anytime soon. So to me, that says at least this expansion, because it sounds to me, right, like cynical brain here, and judging off all the previous actions of Blizzard, they'll save that for a back of the box feature for another expansion, right? So if numbers are dropping off, it is a lot of work for one class, right? But I feel like if the numbers are dropping off, what they're going to do is they're going to be like, next expansion, Drakthir everything, right? And that'll be what gets people to come back. So that's my suspicion as a very cynical person. Let's have a look at these faces. That is so kawaii. I just want angry looking man. Why are these super angry? Maybe it's the eyes. The eyes might have to change before we can get them to... Oh, we can get... Damn! That's some pretty dope hairstyle already, just the first one. Yeah, me too, dude. There's... the... This is the same. This is the problem that Blizzard has got themselves into, right? They're like lore reasons, but they don't care about lore, and they shouldn't care about lore because it should be about balance, right? It should be about giving people what they want. Like, there's no reason for there to be two factions, and they're kind of easing up on that, which is good. There is literally zero reason. Why are you splitting your player base into two? That's so dumb, especially for things like dungeons and raids, right? And even more so because we see NPCs from the other faction who have like defected to ours. It just makes zero sense, right? But they're finally coming around. Let's have a look. Super Scion. Hold on. I would love to be a DH like Mechanome. That'd be hilarious. DH Kalturin with his big fat belly just floating through the air. I like it. Prince. Oh, this is just who's the stupid prince boy that we chase around everywhere? Anduin. Got stuck on that boss fight for a while. Actually, we didn't get stuck on that too long in my guild. Now, no Night Elf Mohawk though. I kind of like... Ooh, this is not a bad one. I think that the elfish hairs fit a lot more, right? I think they personally look better. This mane looks pretty freaking dope. Braided, just because that's historically what human form. That's a big old ponytail. Human form dragons look like, right? Elves. So I think it's easier for them to fit it in. This is also kind of an elf model, right? They've just added some scales and the face is a bit wider. It's a little chunkier. I really like these warlocks. I think they look really good. Where was... I think we'll go with main. I really like that one. Colors. Oh, we could be Caligos. That's Caligos. Alexstrasza. Person. That's neat. Well, we went for... Oh, let me just check here. We're like a black and bronze colored here, so we should probably try and find something that kind of fits, right? Be a ginger? Let's do it. Dragons have no souls. Highlights? Ugh, we can make the tips on fire. That's actually pretty cool. That means I need to make this lighter, right? That's pretty damn cool. I like the tips. Man, that means if you're... I mean, I personally don't really care about customization that much. I find that it looks kind of cool because I'm never ever going to look at it again. Especially in this form. Apologies, I'm recovering from a cold. In this form, like you're barely ever in this form. Basically when you're mounted, you won't be in this form in combat, right? So this is purely just for fun. So I don't care personally. I like the gameplay. over anything else. But I could see people sitting here for ages. Because this, you have to change the highlights and the hairstyle to figure out what it looks like with every one, right? What's our hair decoration? A rope tied around our ears. That's super weird. Oh, we can have different horns. These are all the same horns from the previous form, but we can have different ones in human form. Let's go with none for now. I want to make myself look as human as possible. Just for now. And you see it's covered in spikes, right? Oh. I was like, none? No, no, no. Ooh, that looks... anger. I want to make him look angry, right? I don't want to be a cute dragon man. I want to be an angry dragon man. It's got to be black scales, because that's our colour. Moustache. Oh, you can actually independently change the moustache and beard. That's pretty neat, actually. Hell yeah, we want a full beard. Big old manly beard. Actually. Yeah, that's probably good enough. In that case, let's go back and... Damn, there's some big old hornies. I look like I didn't fit through the door and snapped off one of my horns. We went with curled, I think, on... We went with curved on the dragon. I'm gonna leave them, just for now. Still, so we're going over here now. Eyesight, again, is the same, left, right, both. Eye color. Ears... Oh! Because we're basically an elf, right? There should be short, medium, long, and night elf. Where they're just like... like 40 centimeters long. Okay. We can't be a night elf. I guess that's fair. Going through these kind of fast now. Steak? Hell yeah. Call me. Ooh. That's changing our chest piece. Just call me. Oh, this looks like it matches our colors, this bottom one here. Right? Yeah. Oh my gosh, we're naked. So we can turn off the chest strap. Underclothes. None. Ooh. Underclothes bottom? Okay, there's no none. It's like, isn't this game like PG or T for teen or something? There's only 2 options. That's kind of sad. Wait, so I can put on... They're very like, genderless, right? Because this... I'm assuming if I was a female, this would be basically like the bra, right? And then I couldn't turn it off. And for females, you could turn off the bot... No. You gotta have tidy whities. Oh! I can't make them white. So how to make these... We're the type of... If you're a dragon, you're definitely the type of person who color matches your underwear with your outfit. Damn, it still leaves them on the face. I want to get rid of the face scales completely, so I look like a human, but then, like, underneath have all these crazy scales. That'd be sick. None of them really cover the back that well. I guess Cinder looks the best to me. Like, some of the tattoos for dwarves as well have this problem. Oh, hell yeah, we put a chest strap over. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's kind of done, right? That's good enough. Again, we're basically never going to see what we look like. I'm assuming the gear will... Oh, I cannot have more than... I guess I gotta delete the other one. Fair. Okay. This is another reason why I don't like... Wait. But it remembers, right? I'm pretty positive. I am incorrect. I'm sure it used to. So here's like the one... You can see I didn't do shit for it, right? So let's... We'll quickly do this. This will take us like 2 seconds. Maybe we should have a quick look through the female customization. Nah, I'm not that interested. My last one was female. Alright, yep, it's all changed. Let's just... This is what I did the first time. I just hit the random button until I found something I kind of liked. Oh, fuck it. No, I'm gonna do it the way I did it before. God damn it. I hate you, Blizzard. I hate you so much. I want you to know that. What color horns did we have? They were like golden color, right? Snout was ancient. Accent color was white. Why am I purple? That must be something else. Horns were curved. I think we actually picked this skin color. Jewelry, didn't care. Ears were... That might actually be right. Let's put in some horns. Crests. Oh, that was this one. Bone. Everything bone. Oh, no cheekbones. Okay, clean there. Clean there. Throat was none as well. Eyesight. I think I was blue, wasn't it? Who knows? Eye style. Yep, glow. Face pattern. I think we picked none here. And no markings. Body size was 4 because we want to be chunky. No spikes. Arm spikes, none. Leg spikes, none. Body pattern. Ah, I think we went none here. That's... I don't know why. Why is it purple? What is making my accents purple here? There must be something further along, right? Here it is. We want it to match, right? Let's just go black. None. Everything was like the bottom ones. No chest piece. Lower arms was... Oh, those look so good. We gotta pick talons. Talons. And here we picked... this one, right? I think it was this one. Breechcloth was regal. Thighs were scaleborn. Feet were talons. Delridge, none. Tail. Didn't I have spade? Diamond. Okay, close enough. Whoa, did you see that? It defaulted back to the actual default. That's very interesting. We were grumpy face. Hairstyle was main. Hair color was blondie. Hair highlights were red because our hair's on fire. No hair decoration. Horns, none. Headdress, none. Wait, what's the circle and stuff? No. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Scalp color, black. Oh, I missed eyebrows when we were coming through here before. Thick. And full beard. Eyesight, cool. Blue. Ears, medium. Earrings, none. No. There was nose too. Man, I am just terrible at customization. He looks like he ran into a door. Dude looks like he ran into a door. No chest strap. No. Chest strap, yes. This, none. Tidy whities. Always. Underclothes color is correct, I think, actually. And body scales, we went with Cinder. Okay. Do you remember what name I put in here? It was like, Evoker Fella. What is wrong with this? It's restricted. Is it because it has the word evoker in it? Wow. Blizzard, please. I think I actually put in this though. Dracon Fella. I wish it also capitalized where you capitalized. Okay, cool. There's no cutscenes in the questing and things like this. It just like goes to black, puts the big red X thing across the screen. That's like, here's a cutscene. And then there's this little NPC there called like, I don't know, Spoiler McSpoilerton, and you ask him what happened and he tells you, normally in pretty poor English that hasn't been spell checked. Okay. Cool, my keybinds are still set. So, I think, because this is going to be the first thing people do, depending on their mods and things, right? Let me just get rid. Last time I used this cliffside one, so we're going to get rid of that. UI, right? They changed the UI up. So this is the first thing. Look, we look pretty neat, right? We can swap into our dragon form. So it looks like shoulders. Oh, I can't. There we go. Shoulders, belt are transmoggable on your Drake there, right? Because that wasn't something we customized. That looks pretty freaking tight, though. I love this hood with the horns. It looks exceptionally good. My opinion, right? But Damn, son. Okay, so this is really annoying. You can't mount your dragon riding mounts in non-dragon riding areas. Now I kind of get that because they're like a completely different mechanic, but couldn't they just convert them to normal mounts in normal zones? Like, I don't want to have multiple mount buttons on my bars. So anyway, UI, right? You can hit edit mode. Now it is a work in progress, right? So, standard stuff. But you can click on an action bar. You can increase how it looks, right? So you make it more square, long. You can change how many icons, so you can get rid of some. You can change the size, so I can make them enormous, or I can make them incredibly tiny, which I think is very cool, actually. Padding, I don't even know what this one is. Just, it's the gap spaces between. I don't care about spaces between. You can change them so they're only visible in combat or out of combat. Man, that would be hard. Can you, like, hard mode WoW? Try and get cutting edge with your bars invisible. um, you can click on other things here as well, right? To move stuff around. You could. I thought you could. Anyway, so, but what we need is all the action bars, because I'm an action bar whore. And I need to check. It's a little frustrating here because the settings have changed, and I'm assuming this is to do with being an alpha, right? It doesn't seem to have all the settings that are there. So we'll just leave the stuff on. My key bindings should be set. They're not though, because I was zooming in and out with the mouse wheel. Oh, let's just save. Oh, I don't want to save it. Okay, we're not zooming in and out with the mouse wheel now. Cool. So let's get rid of all. Actually, I know which spells I need to keep. So I'm going to get rid of stuff I don't need. We're going to use this green dragon for our dragon this time. There's a resurrect. Glide. We don't need that. You just press the button again. What the hell ability is this? Zephyr. I don't have that skill, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it could definitely help, right? So I don't use AlvUI. I know a lot of people use AlvUI. I've never been a fan. I've tried every expansion to install it and get around it, and I like what it does. I like that other people enjoy it, but I don't like it, right? And so I've always just used like Bartender and like Anchor Frames and done it myself. Where is Living Flame? These are my racials that are stuns and punts. Okay, so I do need an actual mount, a real mount, not just a fake mount. Where is collections? Yeah, I've got my bug thing in the way. I just want something small. This is something else I noticed. Look how massive this mount is. Is it always this big? Was this Prowler always this big? I don't know. Oh, cool, my keybinds are set. So you can come over here to where the training dummies are. I have no talents spent currently. Now, talents is very, very important. You're not going to get anything done without talents, right? You're missing all the spells. Literally all the spells. Fire Breath I had on E. I think I did it this way. So you can see the talent trees here, right? The talent trees, the class tree I actually think is more complex than the spec tree, at least for Evoker. I haven't checked out any other trees. I really want to check out the two rogue trees, Outlaw and Assassin, because they have raid buffs, and that seems really cool. But for now, these are the two trees. We have no defensive cooldown without putting points in our trees, and it's this really interesting one here. Increases your armor by 200% and reduces magic damage taken by 20%. Now, to me, that just sounds like a tank ability, right? It's very weird. So let's just go down here. We want Essence faster. That's our resource. We're going to get Obsidian Scouts because we want us. This side is more the healing side with some very cool skills like this one, Fly With Me, right? swoop to an ally and fly with them to the target location. I have not used it yet. Some of my friends in the US have, and they said it's extremely fun. And there's some cool synergies in the healing tree with like jumping to allies and giving them huge shields and healing and stuff. So also great for trolling. Just grab someone and leap them off an edge. It's going to be even better than life grip. uh, it's only movement speed cooldowns. They do get that, you're correct. It's right here. Blessing of the Bronze. Weave the threads of time, reducing the cooldown of the major movement ability for all party and raid members by 15% for 1 hour. So it's like a buff, right? This one. So this is a buff, right? We just like chuck that on, and now everyone's move speed abilities cool down how much faster? 15%. But they do also have a buff here. Bend time, allowing you and your allies to cast their major movement ability once in the next 10 seconds, even if it is on cooldown. That is sick. That is so cool for raid. So technically what this gives you, if you only have one druid, like one raw, and you need two for a summon counter or something, boom, you just pop this, use it again, which I think is super cool. That's so cool. It sounds kind of lame, right? You're just reducing the cooldown of move skills, but move skills actually, a lot of people, most raiders realize, but a lot of Mythic Pluses don't realize, is that movement speed, especially as a melee, but even as a caster, increases your DPS by a lot. It's not trackable, but if you can get to where you need to be faster in and out of things, you basically use your skills quicker, right? So movement speed has always been a pretty big deal. So here's our interrupt here. I'm not very far in. You can go 2 points to get it, right? It's got a 40-second cooldown, 25-yard range. We are this medium range caster, right? So all of our skills are basically 25 yards. It feels really weird. It's definitely something we're going to have to get used to in our head if you play Evoker. It's got a 40-second cooldown, right? But there is a skill here that reduces it by half to 20 seconds. So you get like a mid-range interrupt on a 20-second cooldown. That's okay, I guess. Here we can reduce the cooldown by half of one of our two racial abilities. So we got a knock up, we've got a knock away, right? So for me, I mean, I didn't take any points in this last time. I think it's useless. This is cool. Slowing target speed, kind of like a frost mage. Reduce the cooldown. This point here is very important. So this allows you to cast, if I just put these changes on now so we've got the skills so I don't forget. Here and here. So normally, right, Flame Breath, I have to like hold down the button and you can see it puts up a template as we charge and fire it off, right? This skill here allows us to not have that charge time. Once every 2 minutes we can make any skill that has an empower the instant cast. So it's very, very important skill. Straight magic damage, boring. Interrupting grants you resource. These are always good skills to have. Just boring shit. Hover lasts longer, pretty useful actually. Healing yourself, I don't care. Though I've noticed, maybe I'm just terrible at the class because I am a very bad video gamer, but I actually heal myself a lot. I don't think the damage on this class is where it needs to be right now. Stamina, what's this one? This is a cool skill, but one of my friends was saying when you do the math for it, it actually ends up being very low mana return. Like 5% over a fight, which is really sad. Because if you have two evokers, you just chuck it on each other, right? Well, if you're both healers. So it's whenever you cast a charge spell, you restore that person 0.5% of their maximum mana per empowerment level, right? And if there's a talent you can take that makes your empowerment level go up to 4 instead of 3. So 2% every, at the moment Flame Breath is on a 30-second cooldown. Fire Breath, you can get some talents over here that will reduce its cooldown as you cast different things, but again, this is cool. Move speed, Fire Breath instant damage increased. It tells us here how many more points we need, so we can look around, be like, okay, what do we want? Reduce magic damage sounds good. This is going to be pointless for soloing, though what does it lead to? I never took these points. We'll take the healing one, seeing as I said I heal myself a lot because I'm bad. We'll take Generation. This is an interesting skill. It's kind of like Shattering Throw, right? So you can only use it on Absorb Shields, but it does 6,000 damage from Absorb Shield, which isn't that much. I don't know why it's so low. It's instant though. Maybe it's off GCD. I haven't tested it. Azure Strike damages an extra enemy. Azure Strike is our like filler spell for AoE. This is cool actually, Oppressing Roar. So this one, Cone, increases the duration of crowd controls that affect them by 50% in the next 10 seconds. Kind of useful in Mythic Plus, right? But it leads to a better even better talent. It removes one enrage effect from each enemy, and its cooldown is reduced by 20 seconds for each enrage dispelled. This could be really good in Mythic Plus, right? You pull a pack, so the cooldown is 2 minutes, right? So all you need to do is remove 6 enrages in one cast, which is six pull is a pretty standard size for a lot of Mythic Plus. I mean, we have no idea what the encounters are going to be designed like. Maybe it'll all be Theater of Pain and there's no big packs, right? But this makes this almost instant. Every pack you can cast this to remove enrage from everything in one go, which seems incredibly powerful, right? You don't have to worry on raging weeks to bring them down one at a time. You just make sure they all flip over together, get your evoker to press the roar, and boom, everything's de-enraged. I think that could be extremely strong. Plus increasing their CC time. Pretty cool. This is some more interesting stuff. A lot of the talents make your other spells hit more targets. Even the first, if you look at the very first DPS skill here, it's Lob a Ball of Flame deals damage and nearby enemies. And this is not a lot of damage, it's very low. So we'll get to that in a second. Things we want down the bottom, I mean, Fly With Me is just so trolly. Swoop to an ally and fly with them to the target location. And then you can see like damage shields. This is a cool skill. Lift your party members within 25 yards into the air, not 25 yards into the air, just people who are within that range, and they hover. And you take reduced damage from AoE by 20%, and they get 30% move speed. That's a very good skill. Only party members though, right? So not a raid cooldown. Hover with an additional charge, we definitely need that. I think I got it through going Source of Magic before, but that's kind of pointless to us at this point. What have we got down here? That's pointless. Hover with charge is good. This is the cooldown. There are a lot of 2-minute cooldowns. But also remember, there's not many cooldowns base. So this is the same for every class now, right? You pick up all your base cooldowns, your 2 minutes, a lot of 2 minutes and 3 minutes in your class tree. You don't just have them as like in your spellbook now. So keep in mind that you can pick more or less, right, as well, but you get all of that utility and all those things from your class tree now for every class. So you're not going to just see them in your spellbook if you haven't spent any points. I mean, I want this to see if it's on GCD, because I also want Deep Breath Stun. I like that. 3 points. I want this extra hover charge. Let's go with the Rory Roar. And let's go with the Enragey thing, I guess. Okay. How many more skills are we picking up here? Okay. This one is important. This one, Unravel. This is our weird Sundery thing. I want to try it out real quick and see if it's on GCD. So this is how you can see this costs essence, this disintegrate. It costs 3. So base, you can't channel it back to back, right? You have to wait for some essence to regen. And then this is our standard dump skill. Alright, so let's see if we can just... No, this is not off GCD Unravel. So to me that feels kind of useless for the amount of damage it does. Whatever. We don't really have anything we can use yet. We can see this is one of our kind of Drakthir skills. This is the leap away one. Did I take the point that allows us to return? I did not. I am stupido. Let's get rid of this and put it here. So this will be very... I think this talent point is going to be very important because it will be situational. You can use this skill to do damage. I'll show you on a target dummy so it hits it. But pressing it again will allow me to jump back. Right? So that's pretty strong because you can reposition yourself very easily. And then we also have a similar skill that doesn't move us, but it roots. So this is a root. You can see we can fire it off into the distance. A long route, 30 seconds. We also took a point here. It can take 200% more damage before breaking. That is on a minute cooldown though. So, let's have a look at this damage tree, because it's, to me, not very good. So, generally, I'm not going to say this for sure, but generally left side is AoE and right side is more single target, but that's not entirely true. More accurately, left is red, right is blue. So, Essence Burst allows us to cast our Essence abilities without any cost, so we definitely want a point there. We probably take a point in this one too. So this is the AoE strike, and we want Disintegrate to deal more damage because that's our single target, right? Reduce Essence costs of skills, yes. Essence Burst stacks twice. This is kind of necessary, right? And you see we already have a point left over, and I don't feel like either of these two for single target are a good choice. I guess Deep Breath. That's the big flying one we just did where we teleported back. Pyre is our base skill that's an AoE, and this gives it a chance to explode again, but on a nearby target. So I don't think that doesn't really work in single target. It's like, okay, whatever, pointless. This is also kind of a key ability that's going to be very important for Devastation. It's basically like a self buff. You can see we fire 3 pyres at enemies. You can fire multiple pyres at one enemy. I've tested this. I might test it again just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure I did last night. But Essence Burst, which is our free Essence ability, passive, has a 100% chance to occur for the next 14 seconds. So if we cast either of these two skills during that time, we will guaranteed get a free Disintegrate or Pyre. So very useful, and then the point under it makes it last 6 seconds longer. So for 20 seconds. So 20 seconds in every minute, 10 seconds in every minute, 20 seconds every 2 minutes. That's pretty legit. It's very good. Blue spells deal 5% more damage. This will affect Disintegrate, so it's kind of okay, but I really like the red spell side. There's some cool stuff down here. There is... We want Empower spells take less time. Empower spells max level is increased, yep. Empower spells increase your essence regen rate, definitely. Increase maximum effort, essence, of course. This is where it gets confusing, right? Because down the right side, we've got Firestorm, AoE. Very, very obviously AoE, right? And we have Living Flame, which is our single target like Fireball. I like this one. 40% increased damage and healing, but its cast time increased by 0.5 seconds, or you can add a dot or a hot with it. So our Fireball is also our standard heal. That's very strange, but just keep that in mind. And then Firestorm is an AoE. Sorry, underneath, Essence Burst has a 10% chance not to be consumed. So you kind of want to pick something here, because getting the free spell and then a 10% chance that you don't consume it is very good. So I was going with this Engulfing Blaze, but let's check out the... Wait, I gotta press here first. So you notice that I can't go backwards up the tree to something, you can only go down the tree to it, right? So that's important. Firestorm is just a straight up AoE. It's like Flame Strike, and then the point below it turns it into a... When you cast your single... This is what I mean, right? We cast our single target, this basically Fireball. It has a 12% chance to reset the cooldown of Firestorm and make the next one instant cast and deal more damage. It already only does 1.7k over 12 seconds. 40% more, it's going to go up to what? 2.5-ish? A little less, 2.4? Over 12 seconds for a GCD? And we're not spamming Living Flame as much as you might think. So, this is weird to me. And it's from a single target spell, it enables an AoE spell. So I don't really get that. I'm sure smarter people than me will figure it out, if I'm being completely honest. So here we're going to put points into this to give us blue spells more damage. This is a weird one, right? This hits really hard, Eternity Surge. Don't worry about it. It's going to boost in damage once we go out to the lands, because Dragonlance, so we get boosted 5 levels. But the Empower of it is to hit more enemies. And I'm like, why? That's so weird. And it's on the blue side, and blue side tends to be more single target focused, like down here, right? But this skill does single target damage, but our AoE dump skill increases the damage of it stacking twice. It's so weird. It seems so weird. Like, it feels like they want us to weave AoE and single target skills, but that doesn't seem like a very standard way to do damage, right? So what I was doing is, I have to take this point. They hit twice as many targets, so you can make these hit. Azure Strike is our base dump here. So I take this, but only because down here, Disintegrate increases your damage under the target, and then this last point. Disintegrate has a 6% chance each time it deals damage to cast a level 1 Eternity Surge at your target. That's this skill. We don't have to take this skill to get the Eternity Surges, they can just proc off our Disintegrate. And it only damages one enemy. So for single target, this feels to me like the best choice, right? I don't think I want to take this. I think I just want to have it on my Disintegrate. Here we have Pyre, which is our AoE. Reduces the cooldown on Fire Breath. So we can cast more Fire Breaths more often if we want. I kind of like that. I always like cooldown on abilities. Fire Breath reduces cast time of Living Flame. Whatever, that's our spam that we don't spam that often. Pyre and Living Flame extend the duration of your Fire Breath damage over time. This is kind of important. The damage from Fire Breath kind of comes from the damage over time component, not from the DPS. Where is our... Oh, I haven't applied it, that's why. See in here, the AoE skill, Azure Strike, damage is increased. Just very weird. Gain max benefit of this. This is kind of good too. So we'll put here these points. We're going to get a whole bunch more points very, very shortly. I put Pyre over here, Dragon Rage here. So I'll give you an idea of what I was doing for a rotation. So, oh, this is something interesting too, just to point out. I don't know if you noticed there, when I finished my charge skill, the GCD span. So, you hold down a charge skill, when it's fully charged. Why do I not have the extra level of charge? Where is it? I could have sworn, it's in this tree, right? Did I just miss it? I could have sworn. This next twice. There's no search button, unfortunately. Here we go. Our power spell's maximum level is increased by 1. I've got a point in it. But it's still only... Oh, there we go. Now it's got 4. Don't worry. It's alpha. So, you'll notice that... Oh, my camera's gone funny. As I held down the button, when I finish charging, it span a GCD. You can't cast anything. However, button mashing. So I hold down the button, and I can, at the end, I skip the GCD and went straight into Disintegrate. Right? So you can kind of tag an extra ability, a cast onto the end of it and skip a GCD. I don't know if it's a bug or not. I reported it just in case. It could just be an advanced playstyle thing, but it is very strange to me that you can do that it's even possible. Same thing if I empower the Fire Breath. Watch, I'll press it now and you'll see the GCD spin. See the GCD span on the end there, right? But if you mash the button, you can clip it. It's a very strange feeling. Very, very strange. Anyway, I'm in the wrong zone. I need a normal mount. Let's get out of here. Let's go talk to the NPCs that are in over here. The only thing with this spec that I've sort of been playing with at the moment is you have only one empower ability as Devastation. So this guy will send us to the place. What do we got here?
What would you ask of death?
These are just interesting things. Training. So we could train here, right? Let's do that. Esteemed Geologist and Rock Collector. Oh, she's just got the ores, so you can just buy them. So you can test the crafting. So we're not going to worry too much about the crafting. Crafting does look cool, but it's not very implemented at this point on the alpha. So this guy, look, we tell him we've got our talents and gears equipped. He boosts us 65, and there we go. Where's the load screen? Alrighty. So frustratingly, we now have more points to spend here. And like I said, I like the cooldown here on Deep Breath. So we'll head down this way. Deep Breath is actually a pretty decent skill as well. This is a buff, so we'll move it here. So, dragon riding. I am not very good at this. Feel free to laugh. You can see we have charges. We have the bar. When we have spent charges, if we are, you can see here, when we're on the ground, mounted or not, this will disappear when we're not mounted though, so you can't see it. Or when you're going super high speeds. You can tell when you're going super high speeds, you've got speed lines going past your face. Now, oh my god, this thing waddles like crazy. I love it. The green one's already better than the last one I did. So you can jump like normal. You can see the mount is kind of slow. We'll do this little thing where we have to save Lady from the stuff. So first I'm going to root them all. And then we're going to go this. And we can do this. Oh, that's a fear. Okay, it's another fear. So now I'm casting my dump skill for the first time. And look, it already procced a living essence. So I like I was saying, you really don't cast your dump skills, living flame, and that very often because you get these free casts. And I feel like, especially, let's wait. There we go. Just proc that 27k was the free explosive thing. What I need to track better, from what I've noticed, is I missed clipping it there. I need to track my fire breath better because fire breath does do a lot of damage for you. For some reason, sometimes I get auto loot and sometimes I don't. But anyway, we did the little event. Let's go back to the dragon riding, right? So, 3 skills to start with. I have no idea where the dragon riding talent tree is. I just assume it's not enabled yet. So, one is dash forwards, one is jump up, one is super go forwards, but you need all 3 points for this. So to use this, you have to basically jump off something to start. Normally, you're going to start by either holding spacebar or pressing 2. So if I hold spacebar, no, it's not hold spacebar, it's double tap. There we go. And then you can see this is like just floating. We're losing speed. You can aim down to get more speed. You see we're building it up. These speed lines mean we are going super speed. You'll see our bar starts to regenerate. I said well, I'm not going fast enough. But it's pretty neat. I told you, I'm not very good at this at all. So, I love the waddle on this thing.
One war ends, the next
We'll quickly grab a couple here. This is an interesting quest that I submitted a bug report for. Because I'm 65, and it says talk to this guy to learn fishing, and he's got no fishing option. But I noticed I leveled up to 66 yesterday, and as soon as I leveled up, it said, boom, professions unlocked.
go in peace.
Maybe Drake there can't learn professions till they're 66?
Who is this that speaks?
Who is just Tusker are great. Can I just go straight to the boat? No, okay. This is legit. This is our move speed skill. I beg your pardon? Have I not put points in the right place? Why did I not leap forwards? So, there's a talent here somewhere. This is good too. This is hover is our move speed, right? Increase our move speed by 70% for the first 4 seconds. But there's supposed to be a skill that pushes us forwards. Oh, I need this point. Pushes us forwards like 10 yards when we press it, and I didn't move. Oh no, maybe. Oh, okay. It's just like rolling, kind of. You have to be moving in the direction when you press it. Alright, makes sense. And it recharges. Because of the talents, we got 2 charges. It recharges pretty damn fast. I just like the animation too, it looks sick. Sorry, fish boy, we can't help you. Oops. Drag there, just like Demon Hunter, you just can you can't double jump, but you press jump again to get the glide. So Demon Hunters still get more air
Yaska?
than blah 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 RP. I'm not actually reading any quests because what I'm planning on doing is when the expansion comes out, I'm actually gonna just level really slowly and read all the quests and do some voices and have some fun with it. With Shadowlands, with all the cool guys, and we can still time this. We were just like smashing up to get into dungeons and get to max level as fast as possible, which was super fun. This time around, I'm in a more chill, casual guild, and I just want to kind of take it easy and try and enjoy it. The experience, because if I end up leveling multiple classes, I will skip them through the story and stuff the next time's round, right? There's no way I'm going to do them multiple times. So, alrighty.
Greetings.
Probably only going to stream for maybe another 45 minutes to an hour. It's not going to be a long time, guys. It's only a short one today. Just to kind of show off a bit of the game. There's also not a lot here. You basically can do just the one zone, I believe. See, I can't even click. Oh, we can click on and look at them. But you can't go to any of these places. You get booted if you go there, so. Alright, here's a big boy. So this is where our... Ow! There we go. Put this on to give him a... Oh! Dang it. Let's use our breath. Because we're also regenerating still our resources while we do this. Excuse me. Okay. So you can see I actually lost quite a lot of health. Hey Rio, how's it going, dude? So, it's interesting to me this because the mastery here is wait, where's Evoker? No, not Evoker. Devastation is well, here it is. Giant Killer. So increase the damage of your spells by up to a percentage based on the current health of your target. Higher health targets take more damage, right? Interesting mastery. Very interesting. It means
You have my attention.
it's
May your nets always
it could be very trolly for things like Race to World First, because if you're doing the first part of a boss fight and you're only doing like the top 75%, let's say, while you're learning the fight, you could look like evokers are just crushing the meters, but their damage is going to fall off over the course of the entire fight, right? Because that's just how it works. So I think it's going to be very interesting, and I think it means for Mythic Plus we have a lot of targets. Oh, this is a little cutscene thing that just gets skipped because we don't have it. It means for Mythic Plus they could be very good at like bursting out the gate on big trash pools if they stack a lot of mastery. And the healing mastery is similar, except it's if your health is higher than your target's health, like your percentage health is higher than your target's percentage health, you heal for more. Which is an interesting idea. If you can... I was joking about it with some of the guys. I was like, why don't we just assign like the paladin... I forget what it's called. Just chuck that paladin ability onto the evoker, so the evoker's always getting passive heals and it's always at higher health than everyone else. I think that could be pretty cool. What? There was no swirly on the ground there. Thanks, Blizzard. Oh, is that a swirly? No, it's just like wind over the ground. What? Maybe it was a swirly? I'm so confused. It's like there's something in here. How you doing, Rio? Long time no see. Oh, look, here comes. This is sweet. This is sweet. Something I haven't... Oh, this is also cool. These guys will boop you up in the air. I don't know what you'll do if you're... Let's see if it kills us. Oh, hell yeah, it does. So, I'm not sure if other classes will be able to survive if you're not a demon hunter there, because you'll fall to your death. But this is what I was going to say is really cool. Herbert Nessingwary is here, but he drives this little cart around, which is really awesome.
You can't beat the smell of fresh pine in a breeze.
So like, haven't necessarily retired. So it's like you're not here to hunt,
I'll be hunting.
but you can jump in the carriage, and when he jumps off, he'll take us somewhere else. There's also this really interesting thing that Drax they have. I don't know if this is hold on, this way. Is it this way? Yes. If we turn into human form outside of combat, we give our entire we give ourselves increased combat health regeneration, out of combat health regeneration. So while we're out of combat in human form, we're like regenerating more HP. But he's going to drive off at some point. He has another quest for us, but not yet. What the heck? What a cool dragon thing.
Hello.
This dude has Alexstrasza as a mount. Giggity. I don't know what happened to the
Have a good
music.
one.
There is music. I had music yesterday. Music, where you at? Blizzard doesn't have loop music on by default, that's why. Oh. I think I need to kill this guy. So we're gonna go do that. First thing. Whoop. It's a bit weird to get off the mount because it's ugh. So you're getting absolutely crushed by just 3 things, right? I think I wasn't on full health either. Can you not, please? It's a button to dismount. Not just like cast a skill to dismount, because it replaces your action bar, right? So this is our heal. So you can actually, this is something that will happen probably in Mythic Plus too, is you can store these charges before pull, right? So you'll like spam heal on yourself to build up charges of the free casts. And because you can stay twice, like I just sit here spamming like this. Where's my essence bursts? Okay, we're gonna get none now, just as a sweet little troll. Thanks, Blizzard. Making me look real good. But you get the idea. So we gotta go do this to save everyone from these proto-drakes. No, we still need more books. Here's some books. Love how this thing waddles. This is my favorite. See, look, while we're on this, we can't do this. And I can't even move the buttons around on here, which is very frustrating. Hopefully that's something that gets changed in the future. I can't assign what buttons do what, or where those buttons go, sorry. And you can see, even my other skills are all grayed out here too. So I can't even just dismount by pressing something. You have to. Whoa! Okay. Didn't like that, did it? Alright, so we're going to do just a little bit more. No worries, Tick. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out for a bit, man. Sorry the beginning was all customization. I'll probably do another stream maybe later tonight, my time, or tomorrow. But it's horrible timing for you guys in Oz and NZ, so feel free to check out the YouTube or the VODs if you're interested. There is not a lot here though yet, right? Remember, this is just the alpha, so... This was an interesting one here. This quest, because you actually have to kill all of these proto-drakes. It's not one of those, like, kill 50 and they just keep respawning over and over. No worries, dude. You have a good one, man. So we actually have to take out every proto-drake before we can finish or advance this part of the quest. And just like all Blizzard vehicle combat, it's not very accurate. Hello, Mr. Dragon? Mr. Proto-Drake, can you hold this purple ball? Okay, good. Old Dadgar's back. Spoilers. Fall back. No voice acting yet. Little sad. Love me some Dadgar. He's one of the coolest dudes. Music makes the people come together. Yeah. So, I don't have my auto quest turn in, which I love and I miss so much. I was actually, so one thing, I like all the overhauls they're doing of like professions. There's a few little combat overhauls. The talent tree overhaul, you can kind of call a talent tree overhaul. You can't call it, you can call it a combat overhaul. One thing I think they really, really, really have to do is rework the quest system. This sucks. I don't want to read this. I'm going to the first time I play through this when it goes live, but I don't want to read this. This is stupid, right? Like, can we not have? I mean, New World does it. Little cutscenes for literally every quest, right? There is reading, and some of them aren't voice acted, but at least does a zoom in into like your own little like phase where you're talking to the character. Like, this is just so old. This needs to be redesigned.
See you later.
This quest system. It's very boring, and it just sucks. See here, these are the Draxia designed chonky boys. These are 100% the same race as me, but way chonkier. Look how butch this guy is. Also, why can't I be a fat dragon? I want to be Pizza Goss. Hoarder of chicken nuggets. Can I hit this guy from here? Cool. I don't know where they're going, I don't even care. Did your quest, lady? But the quest system in this game is so out of date. So out of date. And I think it hurts the game more than anything else. More than gameplay, more than any of that. Because us as like, WoW veterans, we kind of forgive it, right? And we're like, you know what, we'll play it. It's fine. We want to raid, we want to do Mythic Plus. We enjoy the game for what it is, right? But, do I need these boys yet? I don't know yet. But, for a new player, if you come in and you have this stupid scroll thing, then you have to like scroll down and read everything and click accept, and I reckon you lose more people through the quest system being so old and underdeveloped than anything else in this game. Is there a dungeon? There's no dungeons yet. Is there PvP? Yeah, there's PvP it looks like. That's pretty neat. But no... Wait, can I? No. I was gonna say, I don't think there's any dungeons out, nothing like that yet. It's still, as I said, very early alpha, right? So, wouldn't even worry about that. I love this waddling little green dragon. You're my favorite. Stupid fat dragon. Look at his thick thighs. Thick thighs save lives. Look at his stupid face! Yeah, best dragon. Best dragon by like a mile. So, you also notice the XP bar's been basically halved. I think it lands over here somewhere. So instead of each section being 5%, it's 10% now, which I think good change. There's no reason for it to be that big anymore. I need pine cones and frogs, so let's kill a frog. Oh, no thank you, sir. That definitely only fired one, so even though it's supposed to fire 3. Good to know, good to know. Damn, I hate having to hold down the auto loot button. Oh, that's super annoying. Where's the music? Look, we're gonna quickly grab these pine cones. I'm gonna just log in and out to make sure the music pops back up, because maybe there isn't any music actually, now that I think about it. I think Belial was mentioning there's no music. So I think maybe there's not a lot here. They probably don't want to scare people with how good it is. Because that's one thing, maybe me being a bit of a weirdo, but the music in Shadowlands was fantastic. They had very good soundtracks for each zone. Just sucked that the game was pretty average. So getting used to this distance is going to be a hard thing to do. See, I clipped it there, but didn't get the cast off of the fire breath. There we go. Now we got it right. So you can, if you press a button while you're channeling an empower, it just cancels the empower, right? So you saw that I actually cancelled my empower instead of casting the disintegrate on the end of it. Are you gonna die? Is the dog gonna be enough to kill you? Oh! Whatever. Oh, he had two horny hide scraps. What? It's lit up, but I can't press it. There we go. So you can see like a few bugs, right? Like especially interface bugs and stuff like this, that'll stick around for a while because it's kind of like lowest priority, right? At the moment, bug fixing is more focused on things that are actually broken. So. Oops. Forgot I had to be pressing a direction to make sure I dash that way. Oops. Can I do a side dash? Oh, you can. That's pretty classy. So it is like, it's like roll. What else am I getting? Carving hearts. I think they're from the little ice elementals. I think they're from the ice elementals down here. How many of them do we need? 4. Alright. A lot of AoE, or sorry, not AoE, like template attacks landing on the ground, it seems like in the game already. That's fine, I guess. The thing with that is like it's very common in newer games, right? That sort of telegraphing. But for Blizzard games, you have to do a lot of standing still. Like a lot of standing still, right? So often it can feel kind of oppressive. Do you have any hearts? You don't. I like how these guys die. Like freeze into statues. It's pretty neat, right? But for Blizzard games, unless you're melee, a caster it can be kind of frustrating. Be like, oh, I gotta move again. I guess I'll fight this guy. See, this mid-range stuff is kind of crap. Gotta like charge out over to him. Give me a heart. Can I mount this in the water? Does it swim? Oh, it does. Okay. So it swims like a normal mount. I did not know that. Can I just boost straight up in the air? Hell yeah, I can. And then it is actually very fun. It sounds really dumb, but the dragon riding, even though I'm not very good at it, I love. It's a very cool skill, very cool system, and I'm happy they added it. Very happy actually. It's very fun. Really enjoy it. Can't do this on the ground. Can't do a dash on the ground. So I think that's a very neat system that's been added. I love the talents too. I've always been a fan of talents. Yeah, I'm ready to deliver the mail, baby. Hold on, I probably have to be off this thing. Now I'm a male storm elemental. Watch out. How's the mail? You get all of these guys in one. I don't know who's sending the mail though, right? Again, not reading the quests. This is pretty legit. Cooldown of hover reduced. Man, can you imagine giving this to... Is it just one skill or all move skills? It says a major movement ability. I wonder what DKs get. So if you talent correctly, you have 2 movement skills. Frost Fist's Eye. Oh, now I do need to kill... Oh no, it's a dragon giant up there. So, normally, right, you just get on your flying mount and fly up there, but you kind of can't do that. It requires a little more finesse, I guess you'd say. Whoa, that guy's a big boy. Level 70 elite. I think we can take him, right? Probably can't take him. But you can actually... I'll show you after I kill this guy. You can actually run out of juice in midair and you just fall. Hopefully we've got a point back now. So I'll show you once we get a flappy point and we'll leap off the edge here. Okay, so we've got a point, so let's leap off the edge. Yeah, and then we start. But look, if we just... Hold on, I don't want to run out of juice over the baddies. So if we just kind of like run out of juice here. Oh no! My chonky dragon can't fly anymore. Poor little bugger. Poor little chonker. But yeah, it wants us to go this way now. So let's... A lot of this zone, which I think is really cool design too, as you're going from point, like quest point to quest point, is kind of downhill. So if I had 3 charges there, I could easily make it to this next point. I might even grab some speed here. We're going to run out of speed, that's fine. But you can see, you kind of like, the whole questing, while you've got a basically basic bitch dragon mount, is slanted down, so it's easier for you to maintain the speed, which is pretty cool. Like, that's good game design, because you want it to be fun, and it's kind of tough to start with the dragon riding, or at least it is for me, and I'm old and stupid, so makes sense. Okay. Bonk. I like the superhero landing that you do when you land as a dragon mount too. Is very cool. Is it just the 2 quests? Oh, I need to get the... This is pretty funny. I like this, right? If you're gonna do a just searching through a bag thing, yeah, make silly things happen, because it's way more interesting than just sitting there waiting for a cast bar to fill for a quest. So, again, like, good change. Good game design change, in my opinion. Okay. Cool, we need to Zaporize. Going for ley lines again. I have no idea where Dragon Isles are, but suppose actually, can we check the map? Where are they? Do we not know where they are? That's interesting, isn't it? They haven't added... Are they in Northrend? That's very interesting, isn't it? Oh, hello, sir. Very interesting indeed. Okay, there's an elite up on this balcony. This balcony. I say an elite, a rare. They're not marked with... Oh, he is marked this time. I'm sure he wasn't last night. Okay, so let's give him the old fire breath treatment. going to spam a couple of these to get the full dots up. Then we're going to do this, because it stuns. And this, because it slows. I should have instant cast this one. That's okay. Do this. And if I need to, I can target myself to heal as well with the same skill that I'm using to dump. Now, when I spam it, it does put a hot on me, right? That's from this talent here. But I actually prefer this one. So it makes it half a second longer cast, but it does 40% more damage. And it actually makes it as a single target nuke, like really, it's really hard. So, not the, I was trying this one out because I hadn't tried that talent before, but I do prefer the other one. Hello, sir. Alright, let's go. What the? Good old curbs. So I hit the jump up boost button there and got stuck on a curb. Thanks, Blizzard. Obviously still some kinks to be worked out, right? I want to kill this big boy. I think this guy explodes into little dudes, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. Oops. So that was my AoE dump that I used to kill them. This is the AoE dump here. It does 2,100 to 4 enemies. Or my single target does 5.8 to a whole bunch. I feel like they've changed it actually. I feel like the build has changed. Can I have the items please, sir? We're also cool. They give us this chest of playtest stuff. It just gives you a whole bunch of crap. Gold, tomes, everything. So I can like just click a tome and we can quickly change this over. And I can... What? How do I get... What? What? No! Oh dear, hold on. Do I have to... Is it because it leads to something? There we go, yeah. It's because it led to something. Okay, oh god. Wait, no, we lost all the... This could be interesting, this system. Oh, why have I don't want to apply changes. Revert. Undo. Oh my goodness gracious me. So we're gonna have to go to a rest zone. It's just easier that way. That was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Like, oh, I can just use a tome to do this. No, you can't. You cannot do that. That's way too cool. Where is the flight path here? I'm gonna quickly take it back to the... I know there's a rest zone back in Antonitus's doohickey. So we'll quickly take it over there. I mean, we could try and fly back, but the problem is... oops, here. Is that it's mostly uphill, right? Because we're going backwards against the flow of the quests. And uphill is harder to maintain speed on. I mean, you've seen I can't even maintain speed on downhill, right? So this is giving me cooldown of hover reduced by 15%. It still says 30 seconds. Is that actually the base? Oh, I can't tell because it's a base skill. So I'm hoping when I go back I can just swap this talent over, right? But then... Do we want to point in this? It's so hard to tell. Well, PvP talents. I've only got 3. That's cool. You can freeze an ally. You can cyclone a friend. I feel like Blizzard hasn't really learned because this class is going to be mad trolling. Alright. Please let me just swap this over. Why? Ugh. Alright, let me do this. So I don't have to think about it. Hold on. Sorry, I just need a copy of this, what I've done in the tree, so I can, because I'm gonna have to go like this, which, to swap it over. That's the correct one now, right? Yeah. I went this way, because I like this one for disintegrate. You know what, rather than just swapping like this one skill over, let's try and make a build that's based around living flame, right? So disintegrate is still our single target, unfortunately here. It's the single target dump. Pyre is our AoE. I don't think that's going to work, right? That's the problem. You have to go down both of them. So okay, whatever. Whatever. Pyre reduces cooldown. I'm never casting that, so I do not care. We're going down here, right? Yeah. Fire breath to reduce the cooldown of deep breath and dragon rage. Dragon rage is very useful. I feel like I'm playing it wrong in the sense of I feel like when we hit our dragon rage ability, it's like playing a fire mage, right? So now you can see this is actually a much longer cast now, but it hits much harder as well. And this has been changed since I played yesterday. Yesterday, with the increased cast time, it went up to like a 2.5 second cast. So they've already changed things just since yesterday to today, right? Which is good. That's good that they're already fiddling with some numbers and playing around with things. So now, when we cast Living Flame, see, it takes much longer, but it hits so much harder, right? Disintegrate is 11k over 2.1 seconds. This is a 2.2 second cast for slightly less. Like, we could just spam Living Flame and it's going to do a lot of damage if I ever cast a second one. I can just basically fireball this guy to death now. It does mean I don't stack up this dot, which is 600 damage over 12 seconds. How do other people feel about this? Do you prefer when a dot says it's damage over the full duration, or do you prefer if a dot on the UI tells you it's damage per tick?
Hello.
Because I prefer per tick. Right? I feel like the whole damage duration, I don't care, especially because with most applied dots, like controlled dots, you want to like refresh it in the what's that time period called at the end? You refresh and it basically like doesn't clip the damage. But you know, it's these kind of things that I think also are good quality of life changes. Right, this just says it does 12 damage over 12,000 damage, 12,500 damage over 16 seconds. I'd rather it said this does every 2 seconds 3,000 damage or something. I just feel like it's easier to understand and lasts for 16 seconds. Maybe I'm just old. I'm definitely old, but this guy just sitting here, thinking he can just sit here. You can't do that. Oh. Hello. Goodbye. Okay. Ugh, that's very bright. Maybe a little too bright. Maybe I'm just old again. None of that. Oh, he did already. Okay. I wonder if with the Azure Strike damage abilities, because there's like 30% right here. What's 30% of 2,000 is 600, right? So an extra 600 damage. It could compete single target even. And it's instant cast too. So it could compete single target with Living Flame. I wonder. And I'm very curious. What do I got here? This is kind of cool too. So you get AoE choices. Down here we have reduce the cooldown of Eternity Surge. Which one's Eternity Surge? Oh, it's this one here. So Essence abilities reduce the cooldown of it by 1 second. It has a 30-second cooldown, so whatever. Eternity Surge critical strikes grant you Essence Burst. That's very good. Essence Burst is a very that's like our free dump skill. To be fair, you're not going to see a lot of it because I don't cast enough base abilities to proc it. I'm doing it now, but the essence also regenerates fast enough that I don't really need it. Was that slimy frog? Oh, I thought it said slimy frog toes. Somebody's got a fetish. Oh damn, it is all of them. Hello, sirs. I'll just do it this way. Cool, easy. But you see, I still took quite a good chunk of damage there. I feel like I actually played that pretty well, and I still got kind of ruffle stomped. And I'm wearing mail, which is like technically the second strongest armor, right? Dunno. Seems odd.
There is no time to waste.
Thanks. Oh, this is funny. They haven't added any voice lines for Calicos. Hello, Emerson. They haven't added any voice lines for Calicos yet, so he's always talking about stop and kill Jaden. Like, listen to this.
There is no time to waste.
Hold on.
Kill Jaden must be destroyed.
Kill Jaden must be destroyed. Thanks, Calicos. I mean, we got him, dude. He was a piece of crap, boss, but we got him. This is the alpha, Emerson. So it's even before the beta, dude. I got access to the alpha from my lovely guildmaster. So we can play as an evoker a little bit. You can do a little bit of stuff. It's basically this one zone, testing some things and stuff. So that's what I've been doing. Just we did some customization of the character. We've looked at the new talent trees, which are pretty fun to play around with, honestly.
The world hangs in the balance.
But the evoker one is also not very. It's a bit nonsensical. It feels like. I don't know why this guy's playing warrior. Warrior does not have a new talent tree, to my knowledge. It might have changed overnight, actually. Yeah, it's a bit brighter, right? I mean, I guess that makes sense. Shadowlands is very dark. I missed. How far away is this thing? I don't think it's a new engine, dude. I'm pretty sure it's the same one. Hate to burst your bubble. These guys are eating lasers. You can't just eat lasers, frostworms. Oh, you get a dragon race? You can be a scaly now? Isn't that what everyone loves? That's like the new hotness, right? I don't know, I'm old. I don't understand. I used to be with it, but then it changed. And now I'm not with it anymore. And what it is scares me. I think that's how the quote goes, doesn't it? I need to kill more of these dragon things. But this is the problem with the Evoker class. They're considered a mid-range ranged class. So I only have 25-yard range. That's not very far. That's not very far when most range classes have like 40 to 45 yards. Oh dear. I'm only going to be streaming for maybe another, what's the time now? Maybe like 15 minutes, and then I'll probably finish up. It's just a very short stream, just to show off like the Evoker a little bit. I might do some more later my time, because I'm in Europe at the moment. Or tomorrow I might do another hour or 2 hour stream, just so people can have another look at sort of what's going on. Plus I'm enjoying it, it's fun. Fair enough, dude. So you played through BC Classic? Did I kill enough? I still have. Oh look! This is why. Like I'm not reading quests because I want to play through them. Look, there's a hook. I could have been pulling the drakes in the whole time. That's really funny. TBC is a little painful, right? I still think it's fun, but like if your goal is to play the next expansion, it doesn't matter how good the expansion you're on is, right? It's gonna feel stink. Get out of here. Poof. Did they give a release date for Wrath Classic? I don't mind going back and playing DK again. I don't even have enough time to play any games really. Too much at the moment with the work.
Must be destroyed.
Stupid cold. Oh no, he's gone. Alright, let's use our suspecting it. Yeah, I think it's probably November, December for this release as well, right? Dragonflight. Hi, Calic. Oh, excuse me. So cutscene, no cutscene. And then if you want to figure out what's going on, you talk to Captain Exposition and he tells you, which is hilarious, honestly. Spoilers, by the way, for the person I'm talking to now. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. I got a little bit and I have to use it before the end of the year. So I'm hoping we get a date soon, right? And I can figure it out. Does he want us to take the taxi back? He does. Alright, Calic. We'll take the taxi back. I mean, last time they released in December, it still worked, but it wasn't as good, right? When they released Shadowlands. Ideally, you want to release it for the holiday period, not at Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, because people just aren't at home, right? So, it kind of worked for them last time. Excuse me, I'm just going to mute myself and blow my bloody nose properly. Ugh, recovering from a cold this week. It sucks. But yeah, it kind of worked for them last time because realistically there's not really anything to do at the start of an expansion. I mean, Mythic Plus doesn't come out for like a month.
See you around.
Right? So a lot of people just... I don't even know what I want to put this on. I think I want to... Because I like crit, actually. This ring has no crit. I guess I'll replace the one with the lowest crit. Yeah, I was talking about something. It was totally important. Yeah, I think Blizzard makes some weird choices. But yeah, you can release around Christmas if you want. Because... I don't remember now. Because there's nothing that important to do, really. Until basically January, February time anyway. The problem with that is that people are taking their vacations over that January period as well. So, hi.
You have use
Looking for purple crystals.
Stay
Oh, I leveled up. Hooray. What did we get? 1 evoker point. Great. I want to take this. I haven't used it yet. I really want to try it. With someone... I assume I can't grab an NPC, right? No. Where's a player? Come here, players. I want to grab you. Yeah, it's cool, right? Actually, speaking of Wrath of the Lich King, they have recycled some of the stuff from Wrath visually, right? This looks a lot like, man, it's been so long I can't even remember the names. Storm Peaks, right? This area. And there's an area down here. It looks a lot like Grizzly Hills, right? Very autumn flavored. I think this ability has 2 clicks. one for an ally, and then one for where you want to go. That's really interesting. I would have thought it would be a target an ally, and then just pick a spot. I have no idea how swoop works. Fly with me, sorry. What am I doing over here? I'm talking to an apprentice. I think it's also a smart thing though, right? If you have good... Like, play on the nostalgia because people like Wrath. The zones are pretty awesome in Wrath. They were very differentiated. It saves you time. You can focus on making the game better, honestly.
Surviving means being resourceful. One day at a time.
I think I gotta read runes here. We're reading about Malagos and... was Syndragosa Malagos's brood partner? I don't remember. I used to know lots of lore, and I just... I've been more and more, like, detached from World of Warcraft as I've gone. Like, I didn't even go for AOTC this tier. It's the only thing I've ever really cared about. Yeah, well. Ground mounts are not allowed here. Sorry, I had to walk 5 yards further forward. So this quest was bugged for me yesterday. You just like listen to all these little things. I'm assuming there's going to be a little cutscene for each one. Seems really weird if there isn't. But they ask you to go up to the top of the tower. Obviously, again, trying to get you to use your flying mount. And I got up there, and there's like a ghost dragon thing up there, but it's not part of the quest for me, and I killed it, and it was like, okay. One other thing, actually, I don't think they removed it. Let me show you. They have races with the flying mounts. This little hourglass boy, bronze timekeeper. Timer keeper. That makes sense, because they time your race. I was like, is that a typo? No.
The dunes have everything we need.
So, where is he? He's up on this ledge. So we'll go up here and say hello to him. Where is he? Is he here? There he is. So, you can talk to these guys, and you can just... it tells you which mount abilities you're allowed to use. So this will be the last thing we do. I'll just show you this. There's an advanced course I haven't tried yet, and there's other courses. So we start on a course. And we just have to fly through the rings, right? And we want to try and build up speed so that we can get the speed lines, because then we gain stuff. But we also get speed boosts through some of these rings. Yeah, the flying is very fun, honestly. Like, it's super cool. Ah! Oh no! I landed! Oh no! I hit the tree. I thought there was... Honestly? Oh. Okay. Interesting. I thought there was going to be a hollow through the tree because the line pointed straight through the tree. So let's just quickly do it again. Because these are fun. These are really cool. But that was hilarious, right? It's just like splat straight into the tree. So each time you hit the ring, you get some speed boost. Right, I know this time. You can actually go much faster than this too. Like super, super fast. Up to, I'd say up to about 500% move speed you can get on these fly mounts. It's ridiculous. They go incredibly quick. And this is the base one, right? Gotta be careful of the tree branches. Realm. Realm. And so this is kind of giving you an idea of, I think, what the flying... Where is this one? What the flying is going to be like once you have leveled up your dragon flying a bit. Because at the moment, we just have base dragon flying. There's no there's no skill tree for it yet, but there's going to be supposedly. So super fun, right? That's really cool. And then you've got at times it doesn't really say; it just says seconds. I got a silver there because I'm bad at video games. Yeah, so the flying system, the new dragon flying system, is very cool. It's very cool, and actually, just as a cool aside, as a Drax there, you can do it as a person. Where is it? That's just a big fly up in the air. Where is it? Well, that's cool, Passive. Look at that. Fly 20% faster in continents you've explored. Where do I turn it into a dragon riding? You can dragon ride as a dragon. Where the heck is it? I don't see it. I'm sure it was a... Maybe it's just this. I don't see it. These are all passives, right? Racial, passive, racial. You can do dragon flying as a Dracthyr, the base one, the base version of it. So I wonder if I talk to him as a, hold on, as a dragon. Will it mount me? Or, okay, it does. Alright, well I don't care. Cool. So yeah, I do remember that fight. It was a cool one, right? The Ember chick bird thing that dropped the mount originally. So yeah, you can actually, oh, it's I remember what it is. You can do dragon riding as a Dracthyr in non-Dracthyr zones on a cooldown, I believe is what it is. Cool. So that was like a fun little taste of the alpha so far. I actually think, especially as an alpha, super promising. I'm pretty excited. Obviously, we're just looking at very basic game systems, some talent trees, etc. This sort of thing, right? We don't know of any dungeons. We don't know about raids, anything like that. But so far, I love the talent system. I think this is a lot of promise. We can do a lot of things here. We can really change our builds up and be very niche or supporty, which is awesome. Dragon flying or dragon riding is fantastic. It's really cool. Yeah, it's awesome, right? And if we swap, hold on. If we swap our specialization to healing, we have a completely different tree as well. So we have the class tree is always the same for every class, but your specialization tree will change. So now we'd have different abilities on this one, which is it's really cool, I think. So anyway, thank you everyone who came and hung out, had a chat. It's really fun. I may be back later today, probably not. I might do another hour or two stream tomorrow just so we can play through whatever else is left at this point. Maybe try out some of the other classes like the rogue with their new trees. The rogue tree is absolutely spectacular. There's stuff everywhere. But for now, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you all are, and see everyone later. Peace.